The gym saved me. Before I went to the gym, I was depressed. I had like barely any friends. I had terrible anxiety. I was super awkward. My life basically sucked. I played video games all day. I watched porn. I just wasted a lot of time. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. My life wasn't good. When I started going to the gym, it gave me some sort of goal to put my mind to. It gave me a direction. It gave me a path to move on, which is why I think it's so important. The gym gave my life meaning because for the first time, I was pushing towards something that actually meant something to me. That's something that I actually cared about. I'm in high school, and for my whole life, I hated school. I thought the work in school is useless, it's meaningless, it's a waste of time. Why do we have to do this math? Why do we have to learn geometry, physics, and biology? Like this shit, I'm not gonna use this. After going to the gym and, improving myself overall, I've been able to deal with school mentally better. I do better in school now. Every aspect of my life is better, and I credit pretty much all of it to the gym because the gym was that first step. The gym was the gym is hard, right? But I learned how to push through something hard by going to the gym. When you're depressed, you just kind of feel lost, isolated. You don't really know where you're going. You don't really know what you want from your life. And the gym gives you a goal. It gives you a direction to move in. And that is so valuable because a lot of young men are depressed, and when they start going to the gym, a lot of their life improves. And there's other improvements to be made other than just going to the gym. But you'll realize that like a whole new area of your mind and life gets unlocked when you start moving your body, when you start pushing yourself to limits that you didn't know you could go to. The gym is so important for young men. It was so important for me, and I would never trade it for anything. For a long time, I put off going to the gym because of anxiety. I thought, what if people are looking at me? And, I got super anxious and I didn't go. And instead, for a while, I just did home workouts like calisthenics, push ups, and stuff. And that stuff is good. If you can't go to a gym, obviously do that stuff. But I would recommend going to a gym if you are someone that's not exactly social, and if you have anxiety, I would recommend going to a gym because it forces you into an environment that you don't want to be in. And when you don't want to be in that environment, when you're uncomfortable in that environment, when you're anxious and stuff, you learn to adapt. And when you constantly go there, right, you're going to start going to the gym like consistently. You're going to go a lot. You're going to be there a lot. And eventually you'll just get over the fact that people are looking at you. Yes, people will look at you. They might think things about you, but like you just have to accept that that's life and you gotta just get over it, I guess. And, you know, people look at you, that's fine. I was also very awkward. So by going to the gym, I really believe that when you start moving your body, you will start to be less awkward. I have this like theory. It's not really a theory, but like, guys that grow up not going through like, like intense sports or just like anything where they're moving their body around a lot, they end up awkward. Like all the video gamers, they're always awkward. They always have weird body language. They always stand like this. Like, right? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? I really think being able to move your body around and like, just move around freely makes you less awkward because Like I remember I used to just like stand and I would feel awkward. I would walk and I'd I'd be thinking like what does my walk look like to other people? And I'd be thinking about my walk and then like I'd just be walking super awkward and people would ask me like why do you walk like that? I just be like I don't know. I used to walk with my hold up. You can't see. I used to walk with my hands like in front of me like this. I thought I walked normal but I didn't. And then when people would tell me, "Oh, why do you walk like that?" I would get super self-conscious and then I would just walk more awkward because I was thinking about it. But now that I'm, active and I'm moving around and I'm, fucking doing jumping jacks and shit, like, and running and going for jogs and lifting weights, I feel much more comfortable in my own skin and I'm much less awkward. And then when it comes to social skills, in the gym you have to talk to people, right? Because like eventually you will have to talk to someone. Hey, can I use this bench? Or like, are you using that piece of equipment? Like simple things like that. And when you're like, as socially awkward as I was and anxious and stuff, you were very shy and introverted. Simple things like asking someone, "Hey, are you using this bench?" is like a big step. So eventually, like you just get into doing that like every day. Hey, can I use this bench? Oh, are you using the lat pull down bar? Oh, are you on this machine? Oh, how many more sets do you have? Like that stuff. I'm just used to saying that now. And before, like when I first started going to the gym, I just wouldn't ask people, um, like how many some more sets do they have. I would just like wait until they got off the machine, and then I just like quickly go run in and take the machine instead of just asking them. Like it was so silly. But if I was not in that environment where when I was pushing myself, right? Because you have to push yourself in order to build muscle, in order to build a nice physique. You have to push yourself, especially if you're going for aesthetics and hypertrophy. You have to push yourself to like the final reps. In that environment where you have to work hard, where you are surrounded by all these people and you might be anxious and you might be uncomfortable, you're forced to adapt and you become a better person as a result of it.